Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to viewers from all over the world. This is Denzimus, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality. I talk about personal and self-development. And if that's what resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. It's pretty windy, guys. Let's hope this thing will be... All right, guys. The more you continue to awaken, you're going to experience a shift in your friendships and relationships. Now, I'm talking about friendships and relationships, but it can be in any setting, wherever you go, churches, your colleges, your whatever. There's going to be a different experience in the way you engage other people. You see, one of the things that happen when a person wakes up, a lot of you empaths, you are going to start educating yourselves, okay? You are going to learn a lot of things. In the early days when I woke up, I remember spending hours and hours trying to understand who a narcissist was. Now, the more I understand, the more I healed, okay? The more I understand, the more I healed. So basically, this kind of awareness, it puts you on a different level of healing, because the more you know, the more you heal, okay? You know what I mean? Because you're not releasing energy. Now, in most cases, somewhere along your journey, you will start running into people. Now, remember, back in the days when you was dealing with narcissists, you was very used to certain people at a certain frequency. Now, those narcissists was extremely, people that was extremely at a certain frequency, a low frequency we're talking about for this matter. Now, the more you educate yourself, you're becoming a very educated empath. An educated empath is a person who has a deep awareness and understanding of things, people, and the environment around them. That is the empath who doesn't have time for any BS. They don't have time for BS. I don't know what you want to tell them. They know it. What you want to do, they can see it. They can smell energy from a distance. You may sometimes run into people, like I've said. There may be sometimes people, they want to date you. If you're a woman out there, you're a man, they want to date you. They want your number. They want to go with you on the date. But now you're going to realize that you understand relationships differently. You no longer understand relationships the same way that you used to do. Now, when that happens, a lot of these energy vampires, they are going to feel that, okay? So when they come in, for example, they may say, they may run into you, on your day out, you're out there doing your own thing, they run into you. And you may sometimes share a word or two. One thing you have to understand about energy vampires, the first thing they are trying to see is how much do you know. Let me repeat this for you one more time. What energy vampires are looking for in the initial stages of a friendship or relationship, they are trying to understand how much do you know. It is better for them when you know less, because if you know less, or sometimes you don't know nothing at all, then they can come in. But should they ever figure out you are a very educated person, they are going to run very far away from you. So don't be surprised when you start running into women. A lot of you guys out there, you run into women, and sometimes you like this person, even on the physical level, you may like them. And you may start sharing conversations with them, this and that, how are you, what's your name, and where do you live, all this kind of stuff. You're trying to talk to them. Maybe you may be looking for a relationship. It depends. And on that particular day, a narcissist or a narcissist or any other form of toxic person, They know the kind of person that they can manipulate. They know who they can manipulate or who they can abuse and who they can't abuse. Because that's a cycle. That is something they have done all their lives. So it is something they're used to. They're very accustomed to it. They know the details. Now, when you're exchanging conversations with those kind of people, they're trying to process what window can they use to come in. The first thing they're going to realize is that you're a very healed person. Okay? Because you see, energy vampires are looking for wounded people. They need wounded people. Okay? You have got empathy, but you're also a wounded person. So those are the windows and doors they use to come in. But most of the times, when you're a healed person, an educated person, you're also a very healed individual. At least you have got a level of healing compared to other people. So these narcissists, they know this person is very healed by the conversation that you're going to speak. The things you'll be talking about, they will know that you're emotionally mature, you're emotionally, you're at a certain level emotionally that they know they cannot manipulate. So in some cases, when you exchange numbers, for us, let's say, you give them your number or they give you your number, either way, you are going to notice that they're not calling you back. Now, many of you empaths, I want you to pay very close attention because I know, I've already seen this, I've heard about it. You will meet people, you will exchange numbers with them. If a person doesn't call you back within the next 2 or 3 days or a week, for example, you have to know that person is a manipulative person, is a toxic, manipulative individual. A person who likes your light and who has good intentions, they will get in touch with you. Even just a hello is enough for this matter. But one of the signs that you have met or you've been dealing with a narcissist in that particular encounter is when those people are going to disappear and they will go quiet. They will not even call you. They will not text you and you will be like, oh, yesterday we had a good chat and everything, but inside of them, they were already calculating. Because you see, these people, they are very calculative, okay? The moment they see anything that is going to make it difficult for them in that friendship or relationship, and they figure out there is no way they are going to do anything to you, there's nothing they can do, they will figure out that you are somebody they cannot manipulate. And most of the cases, they will not tell you this, of course, in those beginning days or whatever stages. They will disappear and they will go quiet. They will not call you back. If a person doesn't call you back, ladies and gentlemen, don't run around, oh, why didn't they call me back? What is going on? And this, don't think there's anything wrong with you, ladies and gentlemen. I had to learn this thing the hard way. So back in the days when I was on my healing journey, yes, I used to run into people sometimes. Nice women, sometimes ladies, beautiful ladies. Sometimes we could exchange conversations. Even sometimes they would give me numbers. We could exchange numbers sometimes. But for some mysterious reason, ladies and gentlemen, in 2 or 3 days, I just noticed they were disappeared. They were not. Sometimes, if they did you a favor, they could send you one message. You know, they could send a message, maybe one or two, and then they would go quiet. Because you see, something you have got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, everybody is looking for somebody they can abuse. A lot of these toxic, manipulative people, they are looking for somebody they can abuse. They are looking for easy prey. Okay? A lot of these predators in the jungle, they don't go for the prey which can fly. Are you guys following? They are not looking for a person who can, they're not looking for prey that can fly. They're looking for prey which can run around, maybe can walk. It's easy prey. So they need easy prey. If a person who is an educated empath, you're the one that can fly. Okay? And most of the times they know a person who is very educated, the empath who is very educated, they know that individual is very powerful. They cannot play game on you. There is no lie they will tell you have not heard. There is nothing they are going to do to you have not already seen. So in most of the cases, they know that you are capable of injuring them. They know that you're going to injure them. And one of the things a narcissist hates is something they call a narcissistic injury. A narcissistic injury injures a narcissist very deep, and it's very difficult to heal from that injury. So an educated empath is a person who is capable of injuring a narcissist. Why? They are educated, they know, they are aware, they are healed people. Okay? So anybody that doesn't have any good intentions in your life, they are going to stay very far away from you because they know they cannot play a game on you. There is no game they are going to play that is going to work. Anything that they are saying, you've heard. Whatever they do, you have seen. And on top of that, you are a healed person. So they cannot actually play a game on you. It's going to be very difficult. So at the initial stages of the encountering those kind of individuals, those are the things that they're trying to find out. How much do you know? So that's why you see, when a narcissist moves into a new relationship with a new supply, they have already figured out a lot of things that this person, they are actually asleep. They don't know anything, a general awareness about what narcissism is. So a lot of you guys have been asking yourselves, how are those people able to move very fast? How are they able to meet somebody very, very quickly? That is because they have found somebody who is not going to ask any questions. Okay? They are interested in that relationship, so they want that relationship to work. And most of the times, they are also sleep empaths, so they don't actually know what is going on. So they just actually met somebody who is a little way more sleep. They are not going to ask questions. They are not going to fire back. They are going to be humble. They are simply uneducated, or I could say sleep empaths. So they are easy prey. That is why the narcissist was able to groom that person and bring them into the relationship and discard you because it was easy prey. For you, who has already been in that relationship, you have already seen the BS, you have seen the chaos, you have already been in the fights, you have seen the mess. Now the discard has already happened, and at that point in time, you're asking so many questions, okay? Because you are learning more things and you're asking more questions, and they're getting tired of these questions. That's why they run off and get somebody who does not know anything and who is not going to ask any questions. So they run off and get somebody new. But with the person who is educated, who has already walked away and done so much work on themselves, those people, they are very difficult to bring in. I can promise you, an educated person, educated empath is a person who is willing to spend a very long period of time alone. They are not worried about loneliness. They are not bothered about loneliness. The only thing they want is to meet, befriend, or sometimes have a relationship with a healthy person. Because you see, when you continue to understand abuse, narcissistic abuse, you're going to understand there is no way in your entire life you will ever be able to give a person opportunity. A person that is not worth your time and energy, you can actually spend your time alone. You know how to be alone because you're too healed to be alone. It's okay, you can be alone, you can spend months, even years. I know people have been spending many years alone. There is no problem with that. It is better than bringing in the person that is not worth your energy. A person who is only coming to suck your energy. Because we already know at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, the narcissist has got nothing to offer. It's no longer a secret, okay? They have got nothing to offer. They only come to take. They are takers, they're not givers, okay? So an educated person is able to, an educated empath, they are able to know who is coming in to give, okay? Because they have a lot to offer. An educated empath is a person who has a lot to offer. They can give, but they're also ready to receive. So it's not like back in the days when there was just givers and they couldn't take anything back. So they know how to reciprocate in relationships. And they're looking for that kind of individual. But a narcissist knows they have got nothing they're going to give you. So when they come and they meet you and they notice or realize you know too much, okay? And this kind of setting can be in many situations. Sometimes you may go, for example, to a job place, and probably the owner of that company or corporation is a narcissist. So they are going to try to give you a job, but they're going to see like you know too many things, you are too aware, you are too educated and everything. And sometimes it's going to intimidate that particular boss, and they may refuse to give you that job. Not because you're not qualified for the job, but simply because you're too educated and you know too much. And most of the times, the game that they're used to playing on people is not going to work on you, because they know how to play these games on other people who are not educated and who are not aware. But they are not going to be able to play that game on you. So that's the reason as to why they may actually refuse to offer you that particular job. It can be in any setting. It can be in a church. It can be in when you're looking for homes. You know, I recently got a message from a friend and a client. They went over to look for a house. They had to take a flight to go and check their new place. On reaching there, everything changed automatically. You know, these things happen in every setting where you are dealing with a narcissistic individual, but there's a problem because they are figuring out you're too sharp for them. You're too strong for them, because remember that knowledge is power. So the more educated you become, the more power you get, the more you empower yourself. And the more you empower yourself, the more you repel. You have got this energy which actually starts repelling off toxic and manipulative individuals. You do not want them near you. You don't want them anywhere close to you. Okay? You can sniff them and you can repel them in an instant. So that's how you become a narcissistic repellent. I remember doing a video on this. So for a lot of you guys who have been dealing with abuse, remember, after the discard, continue educating yourself. Go out there and learn as much as you can. Know everything that you need to do. Do everything you need to do and know everything that you need to know. Because the more you know, the more you educate yourself, is the more power you're going to get over these individuals. Because the only thing they need from you is power. They have got to have the power over you. If they don't have any power over you, that means that they don't have any business with you. Okay? So that's why you see that ghosting starts happening when you meet a person and, you know, they don't call you back. They're not going to call you back. Sometimes you meet a man, they seem like they like you, they like your swagger, everything. You know, you have a very nice conversation, but while they are speaking, they're feeling some energy inside of you. That energy is like, how am I going to deal with this person? Because they seem like they know too much, you know? So it may be very difficult for them to deal with you the same way they have been dealing with other people before you. Because they cannot play this game on you. It's not going to work. It's simply not going to work. It's very, very difficult for them to operate with a highly educated empath. So guys, let us know what you think about the video in the comment section below. You guys do know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.